Hello guys, in this video I wanted to share with you some nice tips and tricks that I'm using, and I hope that you will find also those tips and tricks useful. So first of all, I like to be as efficient as I can be, and it's very good to be efficient. And one efficient thing to do is to store the raider bodies inside your freezer. Burning them or burying them underground is not that efficient. Um, so they have a lot of useful resources if you butcher them. So, first of all, they give you leather and they give you human meat. With the leather, you can, of course, make tribalware or dusters. Those are the two best options to craft. The difference and what you need to know in order to choose either if you want to make tribalware or dusters is the amount of time your crafter have. If your crafter have little time, it's best to craft tribal wares because they give you a good amount of money and they take very little time to make. If we take a look at the information about the tribal ware, as you can see, work to make is 30, while the duster work to make 167 is more than 5 times the amount of time. So if your crafter really have so much time, you can make dusters because they are worth more money. If you go to see the price, the duster is $158. If you have a good crafter, of course, you will get more money out of this because they will make very good clothes. 158 market value, while for the tribalware, the market value is 98. So what I usually craft is just tribalware, little time to make and good amount of money. Secondly, the raiders, once butchered, gives you human meat. It's very useful because if you have cannibals, of course you can make them very happy. Otherwise, you can mix the human meat with hay and make kibble. Kibble is very useful because you can either feed your animals, tame new animals, or most importantly, you can use to make it chem fuel. And then you can use, of course, the chem fuel for your drop pods or to make electricity. So as you can see, they are very useful, and do not throw them away, just use them. Secondly, the layout of the freezer. As you can see, I have two doors so that the cold don't get out that easily. Then I have a cooking space. I have the kitchen inside. The kitchen is separated from the freezer. Uh, and in the kitchen you can make this as small as possible because this way is easier to keep it clean. Uh, Near the cooking stove you can put one shelf with the vegetables, one shelf with the meat. This way your cook comes here, starts cooking, and can cook for hours without moving. It's very important to set up the meals so that they are dropped on the floor whenever they are ready. This way your cook do not waste time by preparing a meal, going all the way down, putting the meal on a shelf, coming back. He just stay there on the chair for hours and cook lots and lots of meals. Then the layout for the animals and for the raiders. I have put a wall here so that when colonists come here or when the cook come here, they do not see the animals, so they don't get upset because they're ugly, because dead bodies are of course minus 50 to the beauty, and also the colonists, the dead human bodies are very ugly to see. So you just put some wall. It's important to put an overwall vent so the same temperature you have in all of those rooms are the same. It's important to put first the room with the animals, second the room with the raiders, because it's more often that you butcher animals than colonists. So you want to get in this room as many times as you wish without seeing the dead bodies, and only when you have to butcher corpses you will go in this room. Um, some tips for butchering. So first of all, it's uh, it's a good thing when you start butchering all of the people, because you don't want to have a mental breakdown in the middle of butchering. It will make you lose a lot of time. So make sure your cook is well rested, well fed, and is very happy when he starts the butchering process. This way he can finish all of the bodies in one go, and then of course he can have his mental breakdown because he will get a debuff for every corpse that he will butcher. Other than that, your whole colony will get a mood debuff because of this, but they will get less of a debuff than the person that did the butchering. So you will be able to manage all of the other pawns' mood by giving them better food or maybe better drugs for some days. If you have a psycho cook, so a cook that is psychopath, it's even better because he will not even get the debuff for butchering all of those people. So that's the best thing you can get. Uh, then another important thing is here you don't need to put rotten bodies because of course you cannot butcher rotten bodies. So just be sure this is unchecked. And same here, you don't want rotten animal bodies. And of course here you don't want colonists. So make sure to exclude colonist corpses. This is because the best thing to do with your with the rotten bodies and with your own colonists, according to me, is just to burn them. Create a room with stone walls in where you will put all of the rotten bodies, all of your dead colonists, and all of the items that the raiders may leave and that you don't need. Put them all here together with the claws that are tainted or that you don't want anymore because they have maybe low HP. Put them all here. Prepare some Molotov near this room, and whenever this room gets filled with items you wish to burn, grab one of your colonists, grab the Molotov, open the door, throw some Molotovs in here, go out and block the door so that no other colonist will come here to put items while there is this fire going on. So those are the things that I use the most. I hope that you will find those tips useful and maybe you will start using some of them on your own. Have a nice day.